Hey guys, welcome to the second part of our LGBT Q&A. If you have not watched the first one, stop this right now and go and watch the first one. The first half is just as good as this one. If you have seen it already, go ahead and keep on watching.
What more do you think needs to be done for the LGBT community? Well, we need to be respected as human beings and not just this whole separate class of individuals. I think we should have the same rights as anyone else, and we don't fully have that yet.
For instance, we were planning on moving to Texas, and then there was a law passed.
The Texas Supreme Court, I don't want to sound like ignorant, but I'm trying to like put it into words.
Basically aren't giving same-sex married couples the same benefits as they would heterosexual married couples.
Right.
So
either they're doing that or they're not allowing it at all. I don't know. Not sure. Look it up if you want to, but we'll probably have to look it up and look into it more too, but like that kind of discouraged us. So yeah.
Do you have any advice for me? I'm really confused about how I feel. I think I might be in love with my friend, who is also a girl and a lesbian, but I don't know what to do. This is all so confusing. Tell her how you feel. Simple as that. And if she doesn't feel the same way, then it's not meant to be. And maybe she'll end up feeling the same way later down the line. That's what happened with Kayla and I, kind of. Speak your mind. That's all you can do.
Do you plan on getting married? If so, will it be a big wedding or small? We do plan on getting married. We don't know when or how. We see ourselves getting married to one another. We envision it all the time. We probably would both prefer a smaller wedding / ceremony, and there's details where we don't even know if we would have like a ceremony and all that, but
we've talked about literally running to the courthouse and having one witness there and getting married, but we've also talked about having a traditional wedding. So I mean, it's all just talk right now, but it's a plan. Haven't come out to my family. Any advice? Lots of advice, but to keep it simple, make sure you're in a safe environment. Make sure you have a place to go.
If you might feel unwelcome.
Make sure you're ready. Don't do it if you're not ready.
Okay, so this question asks how to trust someone from scratch. This person had just come out of a 5-year relationship and they believe that they're ready to date again. So they're wondering, how do you trust someone from scratch?
Well, I feel as though without knowing the basics of your relationship with whoever you're going to decide to start dating, I'm gonna assume that they haven't done anything to break your trust. So you should already go into the relationship having 100% trust in them until they break it, if they ever do. And if they ever do, that's where you need to assess the situation and go from there and figure out if it's a relationship you even want to or should be staying in. What I've learned is that you can't base your broken trust in one relationship off of what's going to happen in an entirely different and new one. It's very hard because you're emotionally and mentally damaged from your past relationship, so you already have one way of thinking. And
conditioned, if you will.
Yeah, you're conditioned to think a certain way because of your past relationships, so it's very, very tough, but you need to sit with your emotions, realize that they're emotions, and not turn your emotions into
reality.
Exactly. I also suggest reading this book that I'm reading at the moment. It's called The 4 Agreements, and I have been struggling with something like this in our relationship at the moment, where I've had past relationships damage my mentality and how I think of things. This book is kind of shedding light into how my emotions are just emotions, and I can't take those, run away with them, and say one relationship is going to be exactly the same as this one, because it's most certainly not, and she's amazing. So.
Hey Tess and Kayla. Q&A question. I am wondering, how do you know if you are gay or straight? I look at a girl and just think, wow, you look amazing and beautiful. I also look at a guy and think the same, so I don't know.
I think Kayla and I go through this all the time, where we can think a male is attractive and a female is attractive.
It's called human compassion, love for humanity. It's called, you can think anyone is attractive, and that is okay.
Yeah, you don't need to put a label on yourself, and you can love whoever you want, or think whoever is attractive. You don't have to put a label on yourself, but if you feel more comfortable putting a label on yourself, I think researching labels and seeing which category you best fit into is awesome. I think you should go ahead and do that. But if you don't feel like you need to label yourself, then hey, do what Kayla and I do. Don't label yourself. Next question. What if the stereotypical lesbian doesn't love cats? What if the stereotypical cat loves lesbians?
I love that one.
Me too. But it's actually really funny when you think about it, because they say that lesbians end up purchasing a cat or whatever, which clearly isn't true. Purchasing, adopting, whatever the case may be. What if the stereotypical cat just gravitates towards lesbians? That's like mind-blowing. No one's ever thought of that. I'm sure people have, but like, whoa, I never thought of that.
Tess, that's this one. I know this is one of the hardest topics, and I know that you guys said that you needed time, but have you been thinking about coming out videos? This is a perfect question because my aunt actually just inquired about those videos.
She did?
We have been thinking about it, yes. I told my aunt the other day that we still plan to do that. I know that like it's probably something that you all really want to see, and it's something we want to give to you, but we want to put in time and effort into such an important video. We've been really busy this summer, vlogging, traveling, trying to have time for us, and
all these other events that we have.
There's just every single day.
Every weekend there's something.
Yeah. So yes, indeed, we will get them out. We cannot promise you when. And we don't want to, because we don't want to disappoint.
But that's the thing, like I don't want to promise you something that I'm not going to be ready to do. They're just really difficult topics for the both of us, as I think they are for a lot of people. So the last question. Do you have any advice for any girls who may be going through something with their youth group leader because of their sexuality? They already experienced something with their other group leader a while back because of her sexuality, and now her new youth group leader asked her friends about her sexuality instead of going to her, and he said that they need to pray for her and talk to her about it because her sin is their sin. This is difficult because we don't know all of the details that go in to the topic, but it sounds like somebody is trying to control the situation based on their own beliefs. And if this person who is feeling attacked or wronged in any type of way because of their sexuality feels unsafe, I think they should leave the youth group.
Definitely.
I know it might be hard because they might have friends or whatever the case may be. But if you feel attacked because of who you are, you shouldn't be in that situation anyway. But you should also speak your mind on how you feel about how these people are treating you, if you feel comfortable doing so, and if you feel like you're in a safe place to do so. But yeah, I feel like that's all the advice I can really give based on the amount of details that were given with the question. It seemed like a lengthy question, but I feel like there's not as much detail as I anticipated.
Yeah, that person themselves may feel like it might be hard to leave that situation, not only because they might have friends or what Tess was saying, but maybe because they may have some of those beliefs held in their selves, which obviously is extremely conflicting, and we understand how difficult a situation like that can be. But definitely what Tess was saying, safety is more important, not just physical and
mental,
situational safety, but mental safety as well, and emotional safety.
I think that's a very relatable question, as broad as it is, because it's a religious kind of based question, and I feel like a lot of teens and young adults and just people generally can relate to religious based questions in the LGBT community, because they are very conflicting, especially when you're brought up a certain way, to think a certain way, and to feel a certain way about the LGBT community, and then you figure out and realize that you are in fact a part of the LGBT community. It can be very conflicting. So thank you to everybody who submitted their questions. If we did not get to yours, please leave your comment down below or tweet it to us, because we have a Twitter now. Yay! And we'll be sure to get to it next time, because this was a lot of fun and I think very eye-opening and very relatable. Take it away with a subscribe and like.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and give it a nice like. Make sure to go to Peter's Instagram as always, because he's always looking to meet new people, and he loves when people love him.
Anything we mentioned in this video, I will be sure to link down below, so go ahead and take a look down below for all those links. Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
And there we go. What I've learned is you can't break your oh my god.
For other humans and putting, I'm done. Don't even know. We tried. Why are you not letting me look?
Because it's a funny question. Anybody who submitted their questions, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry. I love you.
All alone as you look through the door, nothing left to see. If it hurts and you can't take no more, lay it all on